Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of PsychiXX Mystic Love. We are on Kei Murasame's route, and if you would like to follow along with me and add me as a friend in the game, my code is IKT6980, which I'll show on the screen in case I'm not enunciating that well enough. But in the last episode, we got a mysterious phone call leading us to this basement bar which could possibly be abandoned. And we're checking it out by ourselves rather unwisely, but let's see if anything bad happens or if we find out anything worthwhile. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. It must have just been a prank phone call. I thought as I headed back up the stairs when... Uh-oh. Huh? Something was off. Be on guard. I looked over at the door once more. Huh? There was no dust on the doorknob. Only the part where a human hand would touch seemed shiny and regularly polished. It's a sign that people come in and out. My heart skipped a beat. Way to go, detective. It's only my instinct, though. There's something here. Something that connects to Salamander. That was when it hit me. Ah! What, am I remembering something? A sudden blast of visuals came blasting through my brain. The sensations of nostalgia and fear enveloped me. No, this... I could see a park at night. The clock was pointing a little past 7 o'clock. A woman who seemed like a commuter headed home appeared. She must have been looking to make a shortcut. She paced through the park in a hurry. A shadow was following her in even steps. She was a slender woman. Her long hair was bound tight and high behind her head. Her athletic body could be seen better in the lights of the city. She's not a molester. How do you know? She could be. I let out a sigh of relief when... The woman's lips curled into a cold and cruel smile, and her eyes burned with murderous intent. Even worse than a molester. What? The woman took a knife out of her bag. She sped up and jumped on the woman in front of her. A tattoo could be seen on her neck. It vaguely resembled... a newt? No, a salamander. No! Aha, a vision. I regained consciousness. The vision that was so real in front of me faded away instantly. Oh gosh. My heart was beating faster than ever. I wiped the cold sweat off my face as my legs shook. What was that? I swallowed hard with my thirsty throat. My reflection on the glass was pale and frightening. What did I just see? A premonition? I got chills at the dreaded thought. No, it's not possible for me to be able to see the future. Except what I had just seen was far too real to ignore and dismiss. My skin could vividly recall the cold night air. I thought over it. That woman and the hour on the clock were burned into my mind. The salamander tattoo on her neck. Salamander. The salamander? Can I risk not taking this seriously? I have to go. I have to find that park before the clock strikes 7. I pulled out the map on my phone and searched for parks in the nearby vicinity. I have to go after every single clue I have. Can't you get somebody to go with you? Make up some excuse. I lugged myself to every park on the map. The thing was, I couldn't find the park that I saw in my mind, the one with the clock. There was no concrete proof that what I saw will ever happen. The thought came to mind many times, but still I went for it. I couldn't get rid of my gut feeling. Is it okay for me to just jump out of work like that? Not go back all day? I had to go. I kept running around, haunted by my imagination. The sun was setting, and it was getting dark. I panicked. The clock was about to strike 7. If I don't make it, that woman... We've got to save her! The dark night sky hung over me as I entered a familiar park. Finally, we found it! Between the trees, I saw the clock. And it's last minute, isn't it? Is it here? I looked around to make sure. It was definitely this one. What should I do? I'll wait here. I waited until the fated time. I decided to hang out for a while until the clock struck 7. That was when it happened. I could hear the click of high heels. It's that woman. The woman entering the park was most certainly that woman. She looked around nervously, checking her wristwatch and pacing ahead. And then... A slender woman with a large salamander tattoo approached from behind. Oh, she's pretty. Her high ponytail swayed heavily. Her smile was cruel and cold as her eyes held an intense gaze. The tattooed woman reached from behind quickly and took something gleaming in silver. She ran toward the woman. The silver gleaming thing, a knife. Why haven't I started to act yet? Why am I still just watching? I was reminded of the salamander files. The victims were identified with stab wounds all over. Stab wounds that could only have occurred by the cut of a sharp implement. Which must be what she's holding right now. No! Kya! The woman raised her voice when she realized she was under attack. I ran as fast as I could and tackled the woman with the tattoo. I put my entire body weight in and tore through the two. The tattooed woman shifted. Run! Okay! The pale woman took off with a hesitant stance and ran terrified. I stared the tattooed woman down, making sure that she didn't go after her. I won't let you. She chuckled. It was as if she had lost all interest in the other woman when she looked so sheepish. Police, I'll arrest you for assault and possession of a weapon. You fool. What? That doesn't bode well. Something fantastic was happening. The woman who was in front of me 1 moment ago disappeared. The next thing I knew, she was behind me. You were the target from the beginning, you fool. What? It was a trap. I didn't even have time to turn. She grabbed my neck with her arm in a choke. I couldn't move at all. On top of that, her knife was in front of my eye. If you move, you die. Understood? I was pegged. What a sight it must have been. What do you mean I'm the target? How can I even talk in a stranglehold like this? She tightened her grip. Her eyes became thin slits. You're wanted. You. Wanted? By whom? Yes. That's not an answer. I could hear the rage in her voice. I'm not enough. Ow! There was something really menacing burning inside the woman. It was pure hatred. Hey. She whispered into my ear. I'm supposed to take you to Hee-Ho. Hee-Ho? I guess we'll find out what Hee-Ho is later on, because that's the end of our materials for today. Man, these are really short chapters, but yeah, I have to stick to the 5 tickets a day thing. I don't know, maybe I'll get Patreon set up and see if anybody wants to contribute to make the videos longer or something. I gotten the cost down for Princess of the Moon, but I hadn't gotten cost down for this yet because it's brand new. Haven't checked out the cost yet. But yeah, I wonder why this lady is so disdainful of us. Apparently she feels like she's not good enough and somebody wants us more than they want her. Hopefully we'll find out soon what the deal is with that. So hope to see you in the next video or some of my other ones. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.